Hey there, welcome back. This is the next video on this series of solving a 3x3 Rubik's Cube with the beginner's method. Right now we are going to look at solving the white cross, and only the white cross for this video just because it's a little bit more intuitive and requires some thinking in order to properly do it. So I'm going to go ahead and mix up my Rubik's Cube real quick. Note that any Rubik's Cube, as long as it's a 3x3, works. I am using a GAN cube, which is a slightly in my opinion, better Rubik's Cube than a Rubik's brand, but that's just me. Alright, so your Rubik's Cube is scrambled. Excellent. First thing you want to do is locate the white centerpiece, which is this one. It typically has your logo on it. In my case, it says GAN. Rubik's Cubes will have a Rubik's logo on it. That's your piece. That's the piece of focus right here. So solving the white cross is essentially just making a big white plus sign on this side. And how we need to do that is we need to look for other edge pieces on a Rubik's Cube that have white on them. So like right here, this is an edge piece, it's orange and it's white, and we want that to go right here because this is our white centerpiece and this is our orange centerpiece, so we want that piece to go right there. How will we go about doing that? Well, it takes a little bit of intuition to do, but right here you can maybe tell, like, okay, this is already attached to the orange side, so what if we just move it up like that? That's not quite correct, so we don't like that, so let's move it back. Instead, what we want to do is we want to connect the white to the white on top, so just like that. So now we have this nice little bar, and we can move this top piece over to the other side just like that. And now we have this nice connection between our orange pieces and our white pieces right here. What we want to do is we want to repeat this with our other pieces as well. So let's look at this one right here. Conveniently, we have a blue edge piece and a white edge piece right here. Now, if I were to do this same thing I just told you, move it up into the white layer like that to make that nice white bar, and then go ahead and connect it to our blue, you'll notice that our orange piece is no longer there. It's over here now, and that's not right. But our blue piece is excellent. That's what we want. Well, let's move back to our original case right here. If I want to move this guy, over here, what I want to do is I want to move this into the bottom layer, just like that. What I did is I moved the front face clockwise 2 times to move that edge piece into the bottom layer. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect it by turning the bottom layer so that it lines up with the blue centerpiece, excuse me. Now what I can do is I can rotate this piece 2 times again, and it lines up with my white centerpiece. So that's excellent. And we maintained our orange bar right here, which is what we want to see. So this is a little more complicated right here. I have my green and white piece, edge piece, that I want to move over here. But if I were to move that up, first of all, I break my white bar, so I don't want to do that. And if I move it down into the bottom layer like I did with my blue piece, it also breaks this. But that's okay. What we're going to end up doing, and this is very common for Rubik's Cube solves, is we are going to move this edge piece into the bottom and just move it out of the way. And when I say out of the way, just like move it to one of the sides, and then we can just move this back up. Now it's almost like nothing happened to our pair here or here, and now we can work with this edge piece. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to move it until this matches, which it doesn't right there, but it does here, and then move that 2 times up to the top. And we're almost there. We almost have our white cross. We only are missing one more piece, and all of our other edges are aligned very well. And if any point of this is confusing for you, just rewatch. I'll also do another white cross solve just to get that down. All right, last piece right here. We want to move that up here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to twist this bottom. And when I say bottom, we want to hold our cube so the white face is always pointing up. So I'm going to move this over to align it with its red centerpiece, and then move this face clockwise twice to align that up with its cross. So now you can see the cross is completed. Ignore all the corner pieces, those don't matter for now, but we have this nice green and white connection, red and white connection, orange and white connection, and this blue and white connection. So that's exactly what we want to see. Now I'll scramble my cube again just to do it over one more time. We'll do it a little more faster. Alright, I think that's sufficient. So we look at our white cross, we already have one of these white bars. That's nice, that's what we want. But this red color is misaligned with this orange color. So what we're going to do is we're going to twist the top side so that we're going to look for the orange, or the red piece to match with the red center piece. And we're going to turn it again, and it looks like it matches there, so we're good. We can keep that there. Let's take a look at this blue and white edge piece. That needs to go right here because that's where the blue center is and the white center. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move it into the bottom layer and turn that piece right over here to connect that blue, and then I'm going to move this 2 times to move that edge piece up into the top layer. So we're halfway done with our cross. Excellent. Here's another little complicated little piece right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to move this edge piece down, which breaks our little correct bar. We want this, but it breaks it when we turn it. What we can do is we can substitute or move this piece out of the way and then move that back up to fix it, and now we have a working piece in our bottom layer. So what we can do is we can twist again, line up that green, it's very good, and then twist it into our top layer. And then coincidentally right here we have our orange piece, our orange bar, and we can just move that up into the top and get that nice white cross. Alright, thank you for watching. If you are on the app, go ahead and go to the next page, and if you are on YouTube, go ahead and go to the next part of the series. Thank you for watching.